Gather round, because I have a story that will make you question everything you think you know about living. It's about a kingdom, a real place once that discovered something most people would kill for: eternal youth. But what happens when you get exactly what you want and it destroys everything? Let me take you back. Picture this: a time when the world was still new, when forests whispered secrets and rivers remembered everything. In the lands of the Yoruba people, there was a kingdom called Olumo. It sat right there, nestled between two great rivers. The king's name was Adekunle. Not just any king. They called him Adekunle the Wise. For years, his kingdom thrived. People planted yams, they celebrated harvests, they danced at naming ceremonies, they mourned at funerals. Life moved. Life changed. Everything became what it was meant to become. But then, the king looked in the mirror one morning. His beard, grey like rain clouds. His hands, spotted. His strength, gone. The power of his youth had left him, like birds flying away from the dry season. And he grieved. He called his people to the great square. Emotional. "Look at me," he said. "My body betrays me. Is there nothing in all the earth that can save us from this?" The people felt it too. That weight, that slow, creeping loss of time. Then came the hunter. A man named Demola. He had ventured deeper into the sacred forest than anyone dared to go to, past the 7 groves, beyond the great baobab tree, and he found something mysterious building a spring. But this wasn't just water. The moment he drank, the ache left his bones, the weariness lifted. He felt young again. "Show me," the king commanded. So Demola led him. They walked for hours and hours through the forest, and when they emerged, the earth itself was glowing. There it was, beneath the root of an ancient tree, crystal clear water, so pure you could see your own reflection perfectly. And it seemed to pulse, like the stars themselves were trapped inside. The king drank, building intensity. At his back, it straightened, his eyes grew sharp, his grey beard, it turned black, black as the night sky. He looked at himself in that water, and he saw his youth. Perfect, whole, restored, powerful and commanding. "This is a gift from the Spirit," he declared. His voice was strong again, powerful. "My people, I command this. Everyone shall drink from this spring. No more aging, no more weakness, no more losing yourself to time." And what did they do? They danced, they sang, they poured out of the city like water breaking through a dam, racing to the spring. One by one, the old came and felt the years lift away. The sick came and felt health flood back into their bodies. Even the children drank, because the king commanded it. For a moment, everything was celebration. People looked at themselves and saw only beauty, faces without wrinkles, bodies without age, no marks of sorrow, no signs of living. But here is where the story turns. 1 year passed, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, and nothing changed. The children didn't grow. The youth didn't become adults. The mothers and fathers stayed exactly the same. The same clothes, the same toys, the same questions asked over and over and over. Frustration. What should we do today? What did we do yesterday? The same thing. The king's generals brought him the same battle plans. His advisors suggested the same solutions. Even the priests performed the same ceremonies in the same way every single time. Progress stopped. Props grew the same. Buildings stayed unchanged. No new art, no new songs, no new anything. And the children, trapped in bodies that never aged, but with spirits that grew more and more empty every single day. It had become a tomb. But here is where hope enters. But there was one person, one girl, who refused to drink. Her name was Zainab. She was born after the spring was discovered. Her mother carried her to that water when she was just 1 day old, ready to give her the gift of eternal youth. But that night, something extraordinary happened. Mystical. Her grandmother, her spirit, came to her mother in a dream. Ancestral voice, wise. Do not make her drink. She must remain free. She must change, because change is the true immortality. Through change we become. Through becoming, we live forever in the hearts of those who come after us. When Zainab's mother woke, she cried, but she listened. She obeyed the voice of her ancestor. And then something miraculous happened. While everyone around her stayed frozen, like insects trapped in amber, Zainab grew. Her limbs lengthened, her mind expanded, her heart deepened. She transformed from a child into a young woman. And her growth in that frozen kingdom was like a song in the land of silence. The people noticed. At first, they were afraid. A changing person in a kingdom of the unchanging, it was like seeing a creature from another world. But Zainab walked among them with courage, with love. She asked new questions. She imagined new solutions. She understood the truth. The spring had been a curse disguised as a blessing. When Zainab came of age, she climbed to the tallest point in the city, and she sang. Her voice was strong, clear, and it carried the power of time itself. People of Olumo, she cried, I have grown where you stood still. I have changed where you remained the same. And in my changing, I have found the truth the ancestors want to tell you. Come with me to the forest. I will show you a different spring. The spring of time itself. The spring of accepting change, of embracing becoming, of living truly. And slowly, one by one, they followed her. They drank from the second spring, and they felt it. The years began to move through them again, slowly, gradually. Their hair grayed, their faces lined, but not with sadness, with wisdom, with experience. Their bodies began to change, to age, to become fully alive. The king, Adekunle, he was the last to drink. When he did, he felt something shift inside him. The weariness returned, but with it came meaning. The wrinkles came back to his face, and they told the story of his life. The gray came back to his beard, and he understood. This too was beautiful. The beauty of living, of changing, of becoming. And Zainab, she became queen. She ruled with the wisdom that only those who have lived and changed can possess. And that is why we say, as the griots have always said, the river that stops flowing becomes a prison. The person who refuses to change becomes a statue. The kingdom that refuses time becomes a tomb. But those who flow with change, those who accept the cycles of becoming, those who dance with time rather than resist it, they alone truly live. The ancestors smile on those who understand this truth. Remember this story. Tell it to your children. Let them tell it to theirs. Because in the telling, The story grows, changes, becomes alive, just like us.